Hey everybody, how's it going? Wing Rider. My 2008 KLR 650, 1,735 original miles on it. It's a perfect garage find. I found it like 7 months ago, and the guy that had it bought it. In 10 years, he put 925 miles on it. Since then, I've only put about 800 miles on it in the last 7 months that I've had it. But just want to do a quick shout out to Jeremy Rides, R-H-Y-D-E-R-S, and that's Riders, R-H-Y-D-E-S, Jeremy Rides, up in Vermont. Him and Travis and Mike, some of the coolest guys. I just found Jeremy Rides videos yesterday, subscribed today. I watched all day yesterday, his KLR adventures, and those guys are really cool guys. So anyway, Jeremy, sorry, you guys put your bikes away for the winter. Here in North Florida, it's November 24th, the day after Thanksgiving. Yes, I have a flip phone, I'm old school. 24th. So anyway, I'm going to do a quick video on the KLR. I'm going to take it for a ride, but I just wanted to touch base on Jeremy Rides videos, R-H-Y-D-E-S. So check them out if you're a motorcycle rider, especially if you like KLRs. Check out Jeremy's videos. They're really cool. These are some cool guys. So, next month, December, I'll be 55 years old. I don't look like it. I was born in December '62. Except for my lower back and my right knee, I feel like I'm 35. So, and then I'm a retired highway patrol officer, so I stayed in shape. Some people say, you were a cop, especially a state cop, the way I act sometimes, the way I ride and stuff like that. I just enjoy, have fun, since I retired. I'm retired, yes. I just have a lot of fun, and I got a 2012 Honda Goldwing with a trailer, and sometimes I'll take the girlfriend, I'll go on rides across country, and I love doing that. I'd love to meet Jeremy and those guys up there in Vermont. How cool would that be? Anyway, as you can see, I'm a member of Blue Knights, which is a law enforcement only motorcycle club for active duty and retired law enforcement officers. But anyway, let me show you the KLR and take this off the stand here and take you for a tour on the KLR. There it is, 1,735 original miles. This is a Gen 2 KLR 2008. I just washed it. I needed this a little foggy there because I had it all wet, but it's all original. I haven't done anything to it. Kawasaki had a recall on the turn signals, so they put brand new turn signals on the whole thing because these rubber things rot and they fall over. But that happened with this thing just sitting in a garage. But I took it, cleaned all the rust out of the tank, cleaned up the carburetor, changed oil in the filter, had new turn signals put on it, cleaned it up, and it runs great. Been riding it, and like I say, it's all original. Big gas tank, 6.1 gallon gas tank. This thing, people take these things touring. I take my my Honda Goldwing. Show you here. I take my 2012 Honda Goldwing there, and I've got a trailer back there for it that I go on tour with when I go cross country. But people take these KLRs and they do it on KLRs. I love to have some of the SW Motec stuff, like the panniers instead of these soft bags. They're not so bad, but I'd love to have the panniers, excuse me, and the safety bars. I don't call them crash bars. I worked so many crashes in my career. Safety bars in case it falls over. I don't have those. I'd like to have a few other things, but I'd like to go on a trip with this thing. I'm inspired by Jeremy Rides videos with the KLRs, man, with these guys. But I mean, look at this thing. I put a fuel filter in that line there because of the rust that was in the tank, and I got a new valve fork. This has filters in it as well, so you don't need this one, but I haven't put the new one in it yet, and this one has a few holes in it, so I put this one in here, but it runs great with it. But I mean, check this thing out. I mean, this thing, it's like it just like brand new, man. I mean, it's got a few scratches here and there because the previous owner fell over a couple times. It's a tall man's bike, man. I can get my tippy toes on the ground. That's about it. But this one's all original. Hasn't been modified, hasn't been changed, except for from the factory it has a 15-tooth front sprocket, 43 on the rear. This one has a 16-tooth front sprocket, so it's more geared for the highway and the trail as opposed to just trail riding. What that 16-tooth sprocket does up over the 15, if you're at 60, so you're at 70 miles per hour instead of 60 miles per hour. Instead of 5,000 RPMs, you're more like 45. It drops the RPMs down 500 RPMs. Or it's 70 miles per hour at 4,500 RPM. I forget. It's one of those. But it just drops the RPMs down a little bit. So for your road speeds. But 65, 70 miles per hour, this thing, it just cruises right along. I've had it on the interstate at 80. And it just goes right along at 80. So, but love the bike, man. Like I said, I got this thing. I had a 1990 Honda Pacific Coast that I traded my brother-in-law for it, and he got it. He traded a tractor for the thing for the guy that had it, and the guy that had it was a pilot for the state of Florida named Victor, and it was just too tall, so he didn't ride it that much. But he wanted to get into adventure sport touring after he retired, and it just didn't work out because the thing was so tall. It's just hard to ride. But there's a way you have to get off of it. You put your left foot, you keep your left foot on the foot peg right here, and you stand up and swing your leg over. And when you get off, you do the opposite. You don't put your foot on the ground and swing your leg over to get off because you'll fall over. It's that tall of a bike. You can put lowering links on it, but it screws the suspension up. So I just left it the way it is and got used to getting on and off of it. But anyway, shout out to Jeremy, Mike, and is it Ryan? The guys. And love the videos. Like I said, I subscribed. I'm going to do a little KLR adventure riding today. I don't say adventure riding. Adventure riding would be going on a long trip, but I'm just going to go on just ride a little while. So, anyway, talk to you later. Enjoy the video. And I think I'll do a little GoPro stuff on the side of my helmet. My 2012 Goldwing, I put the GoPro on the front lower part of my helmet in the center. On this one is different type of helmet, so I have to put it on the right side as opposed to the top. I don't really care for that, but I'll try to get some video on the GoPro for you, a little bit maybe. If not, just this one. But anyway, I wish they'd come back with YouTube editor, because guys like Jeremy that do such fantastic productions, videos, use the YouTube editor. And it sucks that they got rid of it. I used to combine videos to make one long video, even my boring ass videos. But since they've done away with YouTube editor, I got to go back to part 1, part 2, part 3, and all that BS. So they said something about not enough people used it or something like that. I don't know, but it's for the people out there that do the greatest videos. The YouTube editor, bring it back. It sucks not having it. What are we going to do? My God. Anyway, later, Wing Rider.